Hey, welcome to Chris JRS. My name is Chris, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a quick review on the Novalook 552 adjustable dumbbells. So a few months ago, I did an unboxing on these dumbbells, and I thought it was time that I should do a review on it. Now, this video is not a results video. If you watch the unboxing and you watch now, you probably thought it's been a few months passed by, I should have got some massive gains or something, but that didn't happen. Not because of the dumbbells, but that's just because I haven't been using them as much in the last few months just due to injuries or whatever. But I think I have used it enough where I was able to form an opinion on it. And I have been using them a little bit more recently. So these are the Novalook 552 adjustable dumbbells. So they do range from 5 pounds up to 52.5 pounds. The original ones were the Bowflex 552s that these are kind of a copy of. Now there are a lot of adjustable dumbbells with the same style as this, and they all pretty much seem like they're the exact same model and everything, just a different brand stuck onto it. So not too long ago, I did try the Bowflex 552s to see if there's any kind of difference, and it really seemed almost identical. So when I bought these were $300. They do vary in price. There are a lot of other brands that might sell them for about under $500. So there are a few pros and cons about these dumbbells. More pros than cons, I would say. So this one set of dumbbells replaces 15 sets of dumbbells because it's from 5 pounds up to 52. So from 5 up to 25 pounds, it's increments of 2.5. So it goes from 5, 7.5, 10, 12, and so forth. And then from 25 to 50, it's increments of 5 pounds. So from 25, 30, 35, 40, and so forth. And then finally, there's an additional 2.5 to make it 52.5 pounds. If you were looking to buy the whole set of 15 dumbbells, that would cost you about $775. That's at $1 per pound. Now these days you can't really find $1 per pound weights. Before 2020, you could have probably found weights for under $1 per pound, but now a lot of weights are over $1 per pound. So just on average, if you were buying a set of weights, $1 per pound, it would be about $775 for all these weights. Me personally, I probably wouldn't have gone out and bought some of the smaller weights. I have 5s, 10s, 15s, and 20s. I probably wouldn't have bought 7.5, 12.5s, or 17.5. And I actually do like using those other random weights just because I could do other type of workouts. Like when I'm doing shoulder flies, instead of using only 10s or 15s because I don't want to use too heavy, I can use 12.5 or 17.5 for that. So these weights in general do replace a whole set of 15 separate dumbbells. And like I said, I have 5, 10s, 15s, 20s, and I wanted to get 25s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and so forth, and keep going higher. But I got them all at one shot, so I haven't even really touched the 50s yet. I'm pretty much only going up to 30, 35 right now. So it is pretty compact because it is just really two big dumbbells that can be adjusted instead of having a whole set. Now you could get a rack and rack a whole set of the 15 weights separately or have them stored somewhere else, but just having them in one spot, it can take up a small corner. In the room that I'm working out mostly, I wouldn't have room for a rack of full weights, so this does take up a lot less room. So it is really easy to use. All you gotta do is just put it into the rack and just switch the dial to the weight you want, match it up on both sides, and then pull it out, and then you got the weight that you wanted. And then again, if you want to change it again, just put it back in, line it up, and then you got your weight. And it's really easy to use. Now, if you wanted to have all your weights in front of you and then just keep picking up weights fast, it's not as fast as doing it with dumbbells if you were to line it up like that, but it is a lot easier to clean up. You just have it in one spot and you can just keep it there. So it is pretty well built. It is plastic and a little bit of metal in there. So I am very careful with it. I'm not dropping my weights. I'm not like throwing it around or anything like that. So I think if you do take care of it, it will last a little bit of time. I have heard some issues with similar type weights where because you're using dial constantly, After a few years, maybe might have some wear and tear, but I think if you're pretty careful with it, I think it should be able to last a little bit of time. If you are dropping them or something, if you do drop it, I would inspect it first though, just because you don't want to be doing like some kind of like skull crusher and then a weight fall out on top of you. So you should be really careful with it. I haven't dropped them yet, so I've been pretty careful with them. So this is the weight here. This is at 5 pounds, so there's no weights in there right now. And it does have a grip in the middle where it's just rubber. It feels pretty good. I don't typically hold it barehanded like this. I generally have workout gloves when I do use it because I'm switching between this to a barbell to chin-ups. So I prefer having workout gloves. But if you were using it barehanded, I see that's no problem. It's just a rubber grip. I'm not sure how the other similar dumbbells grips are in the middle, but this one specifically, this one here, it's just rubber, so it feels pretty decent. So for the cons with these is that it is big. It's a fairly wide weight. Now, again, here I have it at 5 pounds, and this is no weight, but if you're using 5 pounds, you're gonna have the whole weight, like the whole length of the weight. This is a regular 5 pound weight, and you can see that's a lot smaller. It's a lot smaller. So, you know, it is big. So if you're using it as this, then if you're using this at any side weight, you're gonna get the whole length of this, no matter what increment you're at. So it won't cut off here if you're only using 5 pounds, and it won't cut, you know, it's the whole thing. So, you know, it is big, but it doesn't really affect your workouts that much. The only time I do see it is when I'm doing any type of curls. The angle, you can't get it right beside your body, but if you're doing hammer curls or if you're starting up to do sometimes if you're doing supinated curls or anything like that, then you would it wouldn't really affect you that much if you're having it at your side. If you want to have it straight in front of you at your side, it will kind of hit right there. Also, there is this portion here that it is flat. So if you're putting it down, it doesn't roll. But if you don't put it there, then it might roll a little bit. But there is a little bit there. If you wanted to hold your, so I got 2 weights now. So if you wanted to press them together, press your weights together, it is a little bit tricky. You just gotta find the flat portion and press your weights together. But that's as much as you can press it if you were doing some kind of press, if you wanted to have it together. If you did it on the rounded parts, you know, it's not, you know, you really have to find that little flat area if you want to do some kind of pressing. But other than that, I don't really have much cons to say about these weights. Now, these ones, I said these are Novolook. These are Novolook weights that I got here in Toronto. You probably get them somewhere. I'm not sure if you can get them anywhere else. Probably. These were recommended to me on Instagram from targeted ads, which I didn't really mind because it gave me a really good deal. So these ones I got from this company, Novolook. They are located outside of Toronto, just about maybe an hour away in Guelph. They do free shipping within the Toronto area, but if you're not in Toronto and you can't find Novolook weights, adjustable dumbbells in general at this style, I do recommend. So just look it up, adjustable dumbbells, 552s. There are a lot of brands that have a similar style. And I'm pretty sure that they're the exact same weights that just have a different branding on it. So do I recommend these? Yeah, I do recommend these if you are looking for adjustable weights, if you want to add more weights to your home gym. Now, I personally kind of wish I got the 1090s, which are the ones that start from 10 pounds up to 90 pounds. I do want heavier weights, not because I'm going to be curling 90 pounds or anything like that. I probably won't even be curling 50 pounds, but I do want heavier weight for when I'm doing like dumbbell rows or carries, or maybe if I'm dumbbell hip thrust or squats or anything like that, just holding weight in your hand. That's when I would want heavier weight. But 52 pounds right now is sufficient enough for me, but maybe in a few months or year, depending if I'm actually sticking to my workouts. But 52 pounds right now is good, but I probably will get the 90 pounds later on. And not like it's a waste or anything, at least I still have lighter weight if I need it. Now there are the power blocks, which are also adjustable style dumbbells, but me personally, I didn't like it just because you have to put your hand inside the block, and it didn't give me a very natural dumbbell feeling. I know some people prefer that style over these, but hey, whatever one feels better for you doesn't really matter. It is all just weight that you want to be adding to your workouts. So there's nothing really wrong with that style or this style. It's just up to preference, personal preference. Alright, so I'll just end things there. You know what you can do. Everything should be down below. Let me know what you think of these style dumbbells, or if you have any questions, maybe I'll see if I can answer them in the comments. Alright, so I'll talk to you all in the next one. Laters. Have fun.